Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 201. Yeah, it'll be a while before I reach 300. I just got past 200 for this series, so a long time. Okay, this episode discussing episode 34 to 37. 37 is mostly just a standalone episode. It's just a character piece for Dragon, for Change Dragon. That's really all it is. Just basically not Vega's death. It's okay episode. But 34, 36 is basically going to meet here. This is the rest of this 5-part story arc, where Amos basically at the end of episode 33, she got herself a power boost. It's regal power she got from Nana. So she also took time to she also had debuted 3 monsters who are around for pretty much this entire 3-parter. Actually, 5-parter, actually. Yes, there is Gorzen, who's actually here at episode 36, shockingly. Now, each one of these characters is only one every episode. First, you have Donovan. Now, basically, Animus basically debuts a new move known as Hard Wall, which is proven to be which is basically a very difficult maneuver to get around. It's basically like a comparative mirror wall. Now, they do take time to destroy one of the monsters, of course, giant, but their monsters, basically, the monster growers stop because it was like, oh, fire, lift the wall up. Yep. And, of course, then when they destroy the monster for the next episode, this one was quite ingenious of them. And also, for some reason, they're still stuck in the same area. I would have thought, though, after they beat the first monster, they would have basically allowed them to come back to base. But apparently, nope, they would not let come base. Now, to my knowledge, there's no reason for this at all. Are they on the run? Not necessarily. Not like the way it was in Live Man for about a few episodes, where they're on the run and fighting a few monsters here and there. This one, there's no reason for it. Of course, Live Man came I think it was just about 3 after this one. Yeah, 3 after this one. It was basically Live Man. And this one, there's no real reason why they're still in the field for 3 straight episodes. Yeah, there's no reason for this. It's like, oh, we can't make base until you beat this creature. Like, through this wall. Okay. How they deal with the second monster is quite ingenious. Basically, they think we're fired this monster. Nope, we turn the bazooka around, fire the other monster, go giant size, beat them that way. Also, I think in the episode 34 is basically when the change robot gets heavily damaged. And eventually, it's able to get back up and fly back to base. Yes, the change robot flies back to base. I think this may have been one of those few times where they just bring out the Megazord instead of just bring out the actual, the carrier Zord that they have. Yes, because basically the Showa era was very, very much the whole thing with this one is bring up the carrier Zord to transport the Megazord. In the Heisei era, they pretty much got rid of this. Basically, they just summoned the individual pieces, and they rode up by themselves via autopilot. That's mostly how they are, or the Zord's already there with them. Like in the case of Shurikenger, or in the case of Ghostager. Basically, the Showa era was known for having a lot of carrier Zords. I don't know if Turbo Ranger had it or not. I don't know. I watched a little bit of the first episode. But I want to make sure before I even got a chance to watch that whole series, that I got a chance to watch all the previous series from Battle Fever J up until, Live Man, which I pretty much have gotten anyways. And don't worry, we'll be watching, in the future, Turbo Ranger. But it won't be the very next Sentai series. I'm not revealing right now. That will be when I finish up the series, when I have a chance to review that. Anyways, yes. So, then eventually they find a way in episode 35 where they apparently run out of power. And they kind of have to go briefly back to basics and how they're supposed to basically beat Amos. To basically beat her hard wall power. Which is basically what these 3 episodes are. It's kind of like, if you think about it, it's like this 5-parter is basically, you have a 2-parter and a 3-parter basically just told as a 5-part story. Yep. And so, the chief comes after, basically they've been, untransformed, and he proceeds to, hit all the guys, but doesn't smack the 2 women. Nope, does not smack them. just shake him up per se, but he does not hit them. Which I'm glad they don't portray this guy as a guy who hits women. And of course, then eventually, and they have these 5 individuals wearing black. You're probably thinking, wait, this looks familiar. 5 individuals, and they drive the same vehicles as the main Rangers. This sounds somewhat Neo Jetman. Kind of yes, but not really. At least they'll have a complete dick as their boss. These 5 people were actually originally trained to be Changemen, but they weren't chosen by the Earth Force. Instead, these 5 individuals became like the mechanics, basically the support crew. But they kind of work with the Changeman, and they basically, they had to in order to get the Changeman back to get back to their ways and never transform the problem. But I got to hand it to that 5-parter. It was really good. We also got an upgrade to the actual bazooka, which is basically originally just low ammunition, just this big, low power up, put it through. They probably weren't exactly put a lot of power into it. Now they are, which is interesting to say at least. And now they kind of turn a lot of their power into it and basically beat the monsters really easily. Yeah. These are, I would say these 4 episodes, 33, 34, 36, are really good. 37 is okay. It's just mostly a character piece. That's most what it is. Now, next episode, things start to change with the series. Also, with this episode, when I finish episode 37, I have exactly 18 episodes left to go for the whole series. Yep, 18 left. So, will the series finish in the future? Probably finish it really soon. I'd say, presumably by this weekend is when I'm gonna be finishing up this series. Like I said, only 18 episodes left to go. So, presumably, yeah, I do think so. Yep. But until you see our next video, I'm going to end it here. Probably next video is going to be No Time Was Not, probably a little bit later if I get time to, okay? Next video. Bye.